But we're right along the banks of the South Fork of the Las Vegas Creek, and this creek was fed by the Big Spring.
For untold centuries, this watercourse attracted all sorts of visitors and seasonal inhabitants. But one man really put down roots here by digging out the foundation for his house.
Here at the Dugout, it's as it sounds. We have a partial dugout structure, 2 to 3 feet in depth, dug down in the soil and then built up with adobe bricks and covered with a wooden roof.
Archaeologists from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas discovered the dugout in 1972, and recently it revealed even more secrets.
In 2001 and also in 2008, archaeologists here at the Springs Preserve came out and re-examined and re-studied this area to do some more excavations, because as we go on through time, our methods change, our technology changes, so we're able to learn more about these archaeological sites.
The structure is a model of pioneer sustainability, relying only on readily available building materials.
All of the wood, all of the lumber, the timber would have been local. We know that some of the beams out of the house were made out of cottonwood, large cottonwood beams. The adobe bricks were made out of the local soil, and that way you can be fully self-sufficient living here at the Springs.
The artifacts that were uncovered are a rich domestic collection of Native American ceramics, manufactured glass, and a scattering of old ammo that has a lot to say about the time frame of the dugout.
The most important thing probably would have been the cartridge casings, because they were so specific to this time period, a very specific technology, the way they were made. And then in the 1890s, late 1880s, they changed how these cartridge casings were made. So we're very, very easy to date this structure based on those cartridge casings.
And because it's so accurately dated, it indicates a likely occupant.
We do know at this time there was a man named John Howell who lived out here at the Springs Preserve, actually owned part of the Springs Preserve as a ranch, put a claim on it in the 1870s. And so it's very possible that this dugout could be a structure related to his occupation of the site. One of the interesting things about John Howell, he's the first documented African American living in the valley. In 1870, he was listed in the census as an African American. He didn't realize, though, that Octavius Gass had purchased the water rights to this area. So he may have been able to use this area as his ranch land, but he didn't own the water. So he actually ended up selling his parcel of the ranch to Gass, which then became part of the Las Vegas Rancho.
And so the dugout was almost lost to memory and covered over with the dust of 100+ years before it earned a new lease on life and historical importance.
We haven't fully excavated, and this is good archaeological practice once again. You don't want to completely excavate everything because the technology changes through time, because, you know, in 10 years from now, 20 years, 30 years from now, we may not even actually be digging in the dirt anymore. We may be able to do remote sensing, ground penetrating radar, electric resistivity, and actually not have to dig down in the dirt anymore. So by saving those portions, we can test future technologies and save that story for people to re-examine again. Maybe they'll have more to find and more stories to tell once they're able to look at these things again in the future.
Soon, you'll have additional opportunities to explore the sites of former and future archaeological finds and experience the tried and true methods of excavation.
May is Archaeological Awareness and Historic Preservation Month for the state of Nevada, and May at the Springs Preserve, we're going to focus on archaeology activities. We're going to have mock digs that children can come and do little excavations to find artifacts. We'll have tours with the archaeologists.
And even if you don't take the walk down to the dugout, we do have displays of our ancient and more recent archaeology in the Origin Museum.
We have examples of what an excavation would have looked like in an early historic adobe house. We have examples of a Native American pit house, ancestral Puebloan pit house with the pottery, the arrowheads, the projectile points that would have been found in these areas, the types of foods and things that the Native Americans would have been consuming.
For people who live in the desert and those who are just passing through, it's one more way the Springs has of bringing the lessons of history closer to home.